So today we're going to Puerto Rico. We've managed to get our US visas over the last few days in Santo Domingo. Yesterday we prepped the boat, so it was pretty much ready to go. Today, well, we're going to leave in about half an hour's time. We're just getting the final bits and pieces together. We've made sure that we've got food prepped for the journey so we don't have to do any cooking. We're just getting out all the life vests and things like that to make sure that we're nice and safe. So we've now checked out with the authorities, we've been to the marina office and paid our bill, so I think we're ready to go. So we're underway and we're going along by the Samanal Peninsula. We've got the marina behind us and we've got a couple of our buddy boats just over in that direction following behind us. We've got about 15 knots of wind coming out the east, so we're pretty close to the wind at the moment and we're motor sailing. We're expecting the journey to be about, I think it's about 27 hours, so just over a day at sea. And it's across the Mona Passage, which is known to be a bit of a treacherous journey. We've had a few problems with our autopilot recently, and because this journey is 27 hours long, we're really hoping it behaves itself. 27 hours of hand steering. Not going to be fun. It's 6:30 in the evening. We've been underway now for about 10 hours and the sun's just starting to set. A couple of buddy boats are still with us. We've got one off to our starboard side and one a few miles behind us, so we've just slowed down so they can catch up so that we can actually get the Mona Passage crossing done together. At the moment we're still on the coast of the Dominican Republic. Just gone 7 in the morning, the sun's just risen. During the night we were expecting for the winds to die down. Usually the easterly trade winds die down at night time, which means because we're going east, we're not sort of ploughing against the wind. They've actually stayed quite strong tonight, about 17 to 18 knots of wind consistently. And along with those winds on the waves, so that's what's slowed us down as well. We're taking it in turns on watch during the night. So whilst one of us is on watch, the other person's having a nap. At the moment Ben's just gone down for a snooze. I've managed to have a few hours during the night, which is nice. In the lee of Puerto Rico, so the wind's died down and thankfully the waves have died down as well. We're just passing a little island here just off the coast of the mainland of Puerto Rico. fishing rod's been out for quite a lot of the journey, but unfortunately all we have caught is a barracuda, which we didn't really want, so we took it off the hook and popped it back in. So as a result of the thunderstorm coming off the mountains here at Puerto Rico a little bit earlier on, the wind angle changed and we were actually able to get all the sails up, finally turn off the engine. So we managed to get in maybe about an hour and a half's worth of sailing. We were hitting about 6.5 knots, which was perfect, it was right on the beam. And now we're about 20 minutes away from our anchorage. The wind has calmed right down. We've got 2 knots of wind, so all the sails are down, engine's back on, and we're just doing the final little stretch by motoring. The sun's out and it's absolutely boiling without any wind, but we're managing because we'll soon be there. Whilst the sun is out behind us, it looks like our destination is getting a little bit of a downpour at the moment. Let's hope that goes by the time we get there. So here we are, Puerto Rico, we made it. Not quite the welcome present that we were after, this downpour, but at least it's washed all the salt off of our decks from journey over here. It's not the best holding here, so it's taken us about 3 or 4 attempts to get the anchor to set, but finally got it to stay in place. Our buddy boat, Monarchia, is just over there. They've made it here safely as well. But generally it's been a good crossing over. It hasn't been as bad probably as I was expecting it to be. It was quite rolly, but I suppose you're going to get that anywhere, aren't you? And we'll need to get all the official bits and bobs done, so we need to go to like, immigration and customs and check the boat in and check us in into the country. Once we've done that, we'll be free to go and explore. Hopefully the weather will improve. But yes, I am pleased that we're here. Puerto Rico!